Welcome back to the Crypto World channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, Bitcoin is continuing to break out towards all-time highs, getting closer towards a major short squeeze, as we have less than 1 day to go until the Trump inauguration, which could be a big deal not only for the Trump meme coin, but also for the overall crypto market, as we also have some massive Bitcoin and crypto news today, which I'll talk about in just a moment, alongside other coins like Solana, which is still exploding towards the upside into new all-time highs. So I'll be revealing my next price targets later in this video, so definitely watch to the end. First of all, before taking a look at the Bitcoin charts today, taking a look at the crypto and Bitcoin news today, because obviously over the last 1 day, the Trump coin did obviously launch around 1.5 days from now. And over the last 1 day, it did have another major move towards the upside. But since the all-time high as of right now, it has pulled back a little bit, as we could see, around 20% down, but obviously still up massively from where it was around a day or two ago. And so obviously, as I said in my last video just yesterday, be aware that there will very likely be massive volatile moves in this coin, both towards the upside and to the downside. And we've clearly seen that just in the last 1 day with another major pump of basically around 100 to 200% to the upside. But also these pullbacks right here, we're talking about 20 to 30% pullbacks from high to low. So very volatile moves. But if you want to know more about the Trump coin in particular, the Trump meme coin, then check out my last video here on the channel to find out more about this right here. But the main reason why I'm still talking about it in this video today is due to the fact that obviously over the last 1 day, it had another decent gain towards the upside, but also due to the fact that in a matter of hours from now, in less than 1 day from now, we have the Trump inauguration taking place, which could be a big deal, not just for the Trump meme coin, but for the overall crypto market. But just before talking about why it will be a big deal for the overall crypto market, sharing important Bitcoin and crypto news today, first, a lot of people commented on my last video here on the channel asking how to actually buy this Trump coin here. Now, obviously, it's completely up to you with what you do with your own money. I'm not saying to buy or sell this thing. It's up to you. And just be aware of the risks involved. Obviously, even though it has been going towards the upside, it can go towards the downside. So be aware of that. As I said in my last video, it will likely have very volatile moves either way. And of course, as I also explained in my last video, around 80% of the supply is held currently by insiders that will be unlocking over the next 3 years. So keep that in mind as well. But if you still wanted to buy or sell this coin, once again, completely up to you. I'm not saying to buy or sell, but if you want to, I will leave a link to Bitfinex, this exchange right here below this video. It'll be the first link below this video. And if you simply just go on Bitfinex and search right here, Trump coin or Trump official, it'll be this coin right here, as you can see, where you could buy or sell. That's completely up to you. And I'll also leave a link to Bybit, another exchange below this video that also has the Trump coin on that exchange. And so it's as simple as just making an account on one of those exchanges. Once again, links below. And by the way, if you use those links, you can claim some extra deposit bonuses using those links. Simply just making an account using those links, making a deposit, searching up the Trump coin here, and then buying or selling. Once again, totally up to you. I'm just simply sharing this because I got a lot of comments in my last video asking how to actually buy or sell this thing. But getting back into that Trump inauguration being a big deal for the total crypto market, the first reason why it'll be a big deal for crypto is due to the fact that we're seeing Gary Gensler stepping down from the SEC. And obviously, we've already known about this essentially since just after the US election back in November. And so as we heard about back then, Gary Gensler will be stepping down on the 20th of January. So essentially right now is leaving the SEC, which is very bullish for crypto. And I won't give you the entire story of Gary Gensler in this video because that will be too long, but basically all you need to know is Gary Gensler over the last few years has been very much against a lot of crypto projects. And so in other words, Gary Gensler being in charge of the SEC has been quite bearish for a lot of the crypto market. So of course, with Gary Gensler now leaving the SEC, this is seen as bullish. And of course, another bullish factor with the Trump inauguration is obviously due to the fact that Trump, the incoming president, just launched his own meme coin on Solana. So that alone clearly tells you that obviously very much open to crypto. So that's just just another bullish factor once again. And another factor that could be bullish coming over the next 1 to 2 days is, of course, this right here. Trump did actually share this over the last 1 day, which is essentially a crypto ball that happened just over the last 1 day, just yesterday. And so obviously this tells us that crypto and Bitcoin industry leaders, like for example, Michael Saylor, in case you're new to all of this, Michael Saylor is definitely one of the biggest names in Bitcoin in particular, one of the biggest buyers of Bitcoin under MicroStrategy. And so industry leaders like Michael Saylor and many others that went to this crypto ball, essentially talking with people in the upcoming government here that's coming into place in just a matter of hours once again to essentially sort out crypto-friendly regulation. And so at the same time as someone leaving the SEC that was previously very, very harsh on crypto, we're seeing people coming into government that are very much open to crypto and even launching their own crypto coins. And obviously the United States is the biggest financial marketplace in the world. Essentially, it's the country that has the most money. So obviously over the next 1 day with this Trump inauguration, clearly this is a big deal for Bitcoin and crypto. Whether you love or hate the guy, it's a massive deal for Bitcoin and crypto. But with that being said, taking a look at the Bitcoin charts today on the weekly time frame, right now Bitcoin is still simply within a larger bull market, which will likely continue throughout a lot of 2025. Most likely in the coming months here, we'll continue to see a larger bull market despite seeing short-term pullbacks along the way. And if we're taking a look at this weekly Bitcoin chart, right now we're essentially getting ready for that next major move in the bull market, very similar to what we saw pretty much exactly 1 year ago. So obviously this is all playing out exactly as I've been talking about every day for the last 1 month. And if you're new to this channel and you don't believe me, simply just watch any of my videos over the last 1 month or so. And near the beginning of the videos, I've been talking about how for most of December and early January, we're just going to be chopping around sideways. And then I've been saying the second half of January, that is when to expect the next significant move. And I've been saying that basically non-stop over the last 1 month. And right now it's perfectly playing out as I've been saying. And if we're taking a look at this 4-day Bitcoin chart, the super trend indicator is still sitting in the green, indicating a larger bull market. And of course, this weekly Bitcoin chart is still flashing a major bearish divergence, but this is very close to being at least temporarily invalidated with this next weekly candle close, because the next weekly candle close is in just a matter of hours from now at exactly midnight UTC on Sunday night. And if this weekly candle close at exactly that time confirms with the Bitcoin price above around 105,000 approximately, then that would at least temporarily invalidate this bearish divergence, because it would be creating a new higher high in the price in the candle closes. But of course, the RSI is still currently sitting in lower highs on the weekly time frame, which means it would have to reconfirm a new bearish divergence with a new lower high put in place here in the RSI. But that would require another confirmation signal to actually confirm a new bearish divergence if this one potentially invalidates in just a matter of hours from now. And so overall, across all of this information right here, and especially with that bullish news I've talked about in the beginning of this video, of course, overall things are looking more bullish than bearish for Bitcoin and crypto, especially in the coming months. And if you want to take advantage of this coming crypto and Bitcoin bull market, personally, I take a lot of my Bitcoin and crypto trades over on BTNX, so I'll make sure to leave a link to BTNX below this video in the description and in the pinned comment. And if you use that link, it'll take you to this page right here where you can claim exclusive bonuses just by trading crypto using that link. So for example, if you deposit just $1,000 on the exchange, you get a $100 bonus straight into your new account. Or just by trading crypto using that link, once again, you can get a brand new Apple Watch, Apple AirPods, or even a brand new iPhone 16 Pro Max simply just by trading crypto using that link. So if you're going to be trading crypto anyway, you might as well check it out. Once again, first link below this video. And in case you're wondering, BTNX is a no KYC exchange, which means you can access it from basically any country in the world without needing any KYC. But as always, check your local regulations when it comes to trading crypto. And for whatever reason, if you don't want BTNX, there is also Bybit as another exchange out there, another option that I also trade on. So I will also make sure to leave a link to Bybit below this video as well in the description and in the pinned comment. But with that being said, taking a look at this Bitcoin chart on the daily time frame, and right now, clearly the price of Bitcoin, as I've recorded in this video, is continuing the bullish breakout from this triangle pattern alongside the RSI also breaking out further towards the upside here in the RSI above this line of resistance. And so once again, things are still clearly looking bullish right now with a bullish price target, which is currently in play based on this pattern right here in this breakout, which is sitting at around 116,000. So once again, I am targeting $116,000 per Bitcoin as a technical price target right now. And this price target only invalidates if we see a breakback below around 100,000 approximately. But as always, we cannot ignore other points of resistance between the current price and the price target. So in case you're new to all of this, resistance is where the price could possibly struggle at, where there could be a lot of sellers, for example. And if we're looking at this Bitcoin chart on the 8-hour time frame, we have a lot of resistance in this area based on basically the all-time high sitting in between around 106,000 to 107,000 is where I expect most of the resistance. And we could find some resistance at close to 108,000 approximately based on basically the all-time high. And as for support, this previous area of resistance has now become new support. We've already seen a successful retest of that area, flipping into new support, and that's sitting in between around 102,000 to 103,000, acting as support. And if we're taking a look at the Bitcoin liquidation heat map right now, as of recording this video, we're seeing a lot of liquidity build to the upside just above the price of Bitcoin, mainly sitting at just above 106,000, essentially in between 106,000 to 106,500. And so in case you're new to all of this, that means a lot of short positions. So people betting against the price of Bitcoin, a lot of short positions will get liquidated. They'll get wiped out of the market if the price crosses above that area. So if we break out above around 106.5k, for example, that will liquidate a bunch of short positions, which can push the price higher, because when a short closes or gets wiped out, they essentially have to buy back into the underlying asset, in this case buying back into Bitcoin, pushing the price even higher, which liquidates more shorts and so on. That's called a short squeeze. And of course, we do have some liquidity to the downside here, for example, at around 102,000 and also closer towards 100,000. But at least for now, here in the short term, we do have more liquidity to the upside than what we have to the downside, at least for now. And so this tells us that it is quite likely, as always, no guarantees, but it is very likely that the price will continue generally in the bullish direction here. Of course, we can see slight little pullbacks and things like that along the way, but overall, things are currently looking more bullish than bearish. And if we're taking a look at Solana on the daily time frame, obviously Solana, just like the Trump coin, has pumped quite a lot over the last couple of days because, of course, the Trump meme coin was launched on the Solana blockchain. And so obviously that was really the main reason as to why we saw such a massive pump for the price of Solana. It was all to do with that Trump meme coin, and possibly with that inauguration coming up in just a matter of hours from now, we could end up seeing some very exciting price action here for Solana either way. So keep that in mind. We're likely going to see a lot of volatility over the next one day, especially in Solana and the Trump coin. But as of right now, we've already smashed past this previous bullish price target, which was at around $265. Obviously, we went much higher to this high right here, and we actually set a new all-time high in place over the last matter of hours, over the last one day, and that new all-time high is just underneath $300, around $295. And so obviously, congrats to all of the Solana holders out there. We've hit new all-time highs officially, and if we're taking a look at this weekly Solana chart, we can see a massive symmetrical triangle pattern, also known as a horizontal triangle pattern, that previously broke out towards the upside, and then we saw a major retest, further confirming the breakout with a successful bounce from this previous line of resistance. And so if we're looking at this pattern right here, this sets up a major price target towards the upside. And if we're measuring out that technical price target for this breakout trade right here, this breakout opportunity, that price target is sitting at around $374 approximately, so close towards around 370. So from where we are right now, as of recording this video, to that price target, that's still around a 40% move towards the upside from where we are right now. And so obviously a 40% gain is a decent gain, but of course with, for example, a 10x leverage long position, that 40% gain could be a 400% profit in that example. But obviously after such a massive move that we've seen just recently here in the price of Solana, obviously be careful when it comes to buying a lot of Solana right now. Personally, I'd not necessarily go too heavily into Solana right now. Obviously, like I said in my last video, if I wanted some exposure, I'd maybe just accumulate a small amount, but not go too heavy, considering we just had a major move towards the upside. But of course, if Bitcoin and really the overall crypto market continues its bull run, Solana, especially with Trump coming into the presidency, Solana will likely be one of the leaders in this crypto bull market, especially with how it's been performing recently. And due to the recent performance of Solana and due to that Trump meme coin launching on Solana, of course, this has affected Ethereum really in a bad way, because Ethereum is actually one of the main competitors to Solana and vice versa. Solana is one of the main competitors to Ethereum. So if Solana is doing so well and if all of the activities happening over on Solana, then Ethereum basically is taking a little bit of a back foot. And so just be aware of that in case you're wondering why Ethereum is not really doing all that much. It's because so much is happening with Solana right now, and obviously that's taking away from Ethereum at least a little bit here in the short term. So overall, not a lot has changed for Ethereum in the last one day. We still have support right here at just above 3.2k, and as for resistance, we still have a lot of resistance in this price range, sitting in between 34.30 to 35.60, where we've just recently seen multiple rejections from over the last few days. And so ultimately, in the immediate short term here, Ethereum is kind of looking relatively neutral in terms of the trend and momentum, because the price is basically just chopping around sideways. As we can see, we're seeing short-term pumps and short-term dumps and vice versa, just chopping around sideways between support and resistance. But other than that, not much else has really changed here over the last one day for Ethereum. So getting straight into the price of Chainlink here on the daily time frame, right now Chainlink is finally starting to break out above this area of resistance, which was sitting in between around $24.50 to $25.50 approximately, and previously that was a lot of resistance, as we could see. So clearly, now that we're breaking out above this resistance, this is another bullish signal. But technically speaking, this still needs to be confirmed with at least a daily candle close confirming above around $25.50. But either way, the bullish breakout from this bullish falling wedge pattern is still currently in play, with the technical price target for this pattern at the top of the wedge at just above $29, around $29.30. So from where we are right now as of recording this video to that price target, that's still around an 11% move towards the upside before hitting that price target. And so obviously there is still some opportunity in this trade right here. But with that being said, of course, I did take some profits out of that long position over the last couple of days at close to this resistance. And then I kept a lot of that Chainlink long position continued to be open in case we just continue breaking out towards the upside towards this price target right here. So obviously right now I'm still profiting from that Chainlink long position, as I've been sharing very transparently over the last few days since before this breakout. I've been sharing that trading strategy. And if you want to know more about that specific Chainlink long position right here, that trading strategy, check out my last couple of videos here on the channel to find out more. And if you're wondering where I'm taking that Chainlink long position, that trade, I am taking it, of course, over on BTNX, links below if you want to claim extra bonuses. But with that being said, taking a very quick look at the price of XRP on the weekly time frame, and right now, honestly, XRP has barely moved over the last couple of days. We're still trading above $3, which will likely act as major support based on previous significant resistance becoming new support. So basically in between $2.90 to $3, I do expect quite a lot of support around there. And so just for now, in the short term, the price is simply cooling off, with mainly the spotlight being on Solana and Trump coin over the last couple of days. A lot of the rest of the crypto market has just been taking the back seat and cooling off a little bit over the last 1 to 2 days here. But overall, technically XRP is still within a larger bull market, as we can see, and the next significant price target to the upside is still sitting at around $4.68, so close to $4.70 based on this Fibonacci level. But we also have a lot of resistance around $3.30 to $3.40. And if you've been in crypto over the last couple of years, you'll know that really the biggest opponent of XRP over the last couple of years was, of course, Gary Gensler. So with that Trump inauguration and Gary Gensler now leaving the SEC, this could potentially be some big news and cause a lot of volatility here in the price of XRP in the coming days. So keep that in mind. But either way, if you want to trade these moves in the price of any crypto, once again, check out those links below this video to claim those extra bonuses over on those exchanges. And if you want to actually actually know how to trade crypto, no matter if the price is bullish, bearish, or chopping around sideways, you can profit from all of that price action by watching these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how you can profit from bullish or bearish price action using long positions or short positions, and the video in the bottom left shows you how you can easily profit from choppy sideways price action. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.